Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Literary Pop. Today we are going to look at one of my favorite poems, Lakshman by Toru Dutt. But before going into the text, let us learn a little bit about Toru Dutt. Toru Lata Dutt was her full name. She was a Bengali translator and poet who wrote in English and French. She is regarded as the first female poet of Indian English literature. Her lifespan was only 21 years, from 1856 to 1877. She had three siblings in total, but all died in early age. Ancient Ballad and Legends of Hindustan, which was published in 1882, is known her most popular collection. Her father converted to Christianity in 1862 when she was only 6 years old. In a very small age of 21 years, she died of tuberculosis in Calcutta in 1877. This beautiful poem Lakshman is taken from Toru Dutt's famous collection Ancient Ballads and Legends of Hindustan, which was published in 1882. The theme of this poem is taken from Ramayana, the great Hindu epic. Ram, Sita and Lakshman are in exile for 14 years. While staying at a hut in Dandak forest, Sita notices a beautiful golden deer. She requests to her husband Rama to procure it for her. Ram is scared for Sita's safety, so he tells his brother Lakshman to guard Sita while he goes to catch the deer. Eventually, Rama finds out that the deer is actually a demon, Marich, who was sent by Ravan, and he kills that demon. When Marich dies, it starts crying for help, Sita, Lakshman, in Ram's voice, for creating a delusion. The theme of this entire poem is delusion. In this poem, Lakshman, there is a conversation between Sita and Lakshman. Sita is worried about her husband. She is saying, "Hark, Lakshman, hark! Again that cry. It is my husband's voice. Oh, hasten to his succor fly. No more hast thou, dear friend, a choice. He calls on thee, perhaps, his foes, and warm him on all sides round. That wail, it means death's final throes. Why standest thou, as magic bound?" Sita is pleading to Lakshman. She is very much worried. "Listen, Lakshman, listen. It is Ram's voice. Be quick. Go and assist him." She is requesting. "You have no choice. He is calling your name. Perhaps he is surrounded by enemies. His cries denotes an intense pain and struggle. Why are you standing here?" It feels that some magic has struck. She is requesting her. Is this a time for thought? O gird thy bright sword on and take thy bow. He heeds not, hears not any word. Evil hangs over us, I know. Swift in decision, prompt in deed, brave unto rashness. Can this be the man to whom all looked at need? Is it my brother that I see? In this stanza, Sita is questioning. She is saying to Lakshman, "What are you thinking? Why are you not securing your sword, bow, and arrow? And why are you not going?" Lakshman is not paying any attention. Now Sita is again, "Are you the same brave man everyone looks up to? Are you my brother in law?" "Oh no, and I must run alone, for further here I cannot stay. Art thou transformed to blind, dumb stone? Wherefore this impious, strange delay? That cry, it seems to ring still in my ears. I cannot bear suspense. It help we fail to bring. His death at least we both can share." Now Sita is very much worried. She is saying, "I will myself go to save my husband. Since you have turned blind, dumb, and behaving like a stone, your delay is strange. It is disrespectful. Ram is crying for help, and this cry is lingering in my ears. What if he is dead already? Let us go, Lakshman. She is again pessimistically saying she is requesting we must go be together in his dying moment. Oh, calm thyself, Vidyan Queen. No cause is there for any fear. Hast thou his prose never seen? Wipe off for shame that dastard tear. What being of demonian birth could ever brave his mighty arm? Is there a creature on earth that dares to work our hero harm? In this stanza, Lakshman is very much confident. She is saying to Sita, please calm down, queen of Vidyan. Actually, she was Janak's daughter, and Janak was the king of Vidyan. So that's why he addressed her Queen of Vidyan. Don't we know how powerful Ram is? No demon can beat his strength. No creature on earth can harm my brother. He is very much confident. The lion and the grizzly bear cower when they see his royal look. Sun-staring eagles of the air, his glance of anger cannot brook. Pythons and cobras at his tread, to their most secret coverts glide. Bowed to the dust each serpent head, erect before in hooded pride. In this stanza, Lakshman is telling about Ram's bravery, about Ram's strength. He says to Sita, lions and dangerous bears crouch down in fear when they see Ram. His anger waves are strong, even for a sun staring eagle. Fearless snakes run for cover when he walks. They hide their face, they hide their heads which were once erect with pride. Rakshas, Danav, demons, ghosts acknowledge in their heart his might, and slink to their remotest coast in terror at his very sight. Evil to him, oh, fear it not. Whatever foes against him rise, banish for earth the foolish thought, and be thyself bold, great, and wise. He is very much confident about Ram's safety, and he is trying to console Sita. All the demons know in their heart that Ram is mighty and strong. No evil can come to him, no matter as many enemies rise against him. Sita, please expel negative thoughts and be yourself, as you are bold, great, and wise. He called for help. Canst thou believe? He like a child would shrink for aid, or pray for respite or reprieve. Not of such metal is he made. Delusive was that piercing cry. Some trick of magic by the foe. He has a work. He cannot die. Beseech me not from hence to go. Lakshman says to Sita, Ram is not a child. He is a man of metal. He can't cry for help. All this is but a delusion, some kind of trick by the enemy. Ram has an aim in his life to return to Ayodhya. He cannot die. So that's why, so Sita, please do not plead with me to leave you and go. Don't force me to go. For here beside thee, as a guard, it was he commanded me to stay, and dangers with my life to ward. If they should come across thy way, send me not to hence, for in this wood bands scattered of the giants lurk, who on their wrongs and vengeance brood, and wait the art their will to work. Lakshman says to Sita, I have promised my brother to take care of you, even if it means losing my life. I don't bother for my life. You don't know the danger that lurk in this forest. They wait for the right time to attack and kill us. So in this stanza, he is telling about his duty, about his devotion, and about his love for his brother and sister-in-law, Bhaiya and Bhabhi. O shame! And canst thou make my weal a plea for lingering? Now I know what thou art, Lakshman, and I feel far better were an open foe. Art thou a coward? I have seen thy bearing in the battle fray, where flew the death-fraught arrows keen, else had I judged thee so today. Now Sita says to Lakshman, don't you see the pathetic state I am in? That I am in a very pathetic condition. Are you not able to see me? You are worse than an enemy, Lakshman. In the battlefield, I have seen your death-filled arrows killing the enemy, and here you are standing like a coward. I might have judged you wrong until now. But then thy leader stood beside, dazzles the cloud when shines the sun. Reft of his radiance, see it glide, a shapeless mass of vapours done. So of thy courage. Or if not, the matter is far darker dyed. What makes thee loth to leave this spot? Is there a motive thou wouldst hide? Now Sita is little doubtful or suspicious, and she says to Lakshman, maybe I was wrong. Until now, you were just taking the orders of your brother and acting bravely. What is making you so motionless now? Is there a hidden motive behind it? Sita is little bit suspicious. She compares Lakshman to a cloud that seems to shine only when it borrows the light or radiance of the sun. She compares Lakshman with cloud, which has not his own original light and shine. That shine he gets only from sun. So she is trying to compare that strength, that power you get only from your brother. You don't have that power, that courage. He perishes, well, let him die. His wife henceforth shall be mine own. Can thou thought deep embedded lie within thy heart's most secret zone? Search well and see. One brother takes his kingdom, one would take his wife. A fair partition, but it makes me shudder and abhor my life. Now Sita is very angry. She starts blaming Lakshman. She says, maybe you want your brother to die so that you can have me as your wife. Fair enough, she says. Bharat took away Ram's kingdom, and now you want to take away his wife. I am shaking at the thought of this, and I hate my life and my destiny. Art thou in secret league with those who from his hope the kingdom rent? I spy from his ignoble foes to track him in his banishment. And wouldst thou at his death rejoice? I know thou wouldst, or sure are now. When first thou heardst that well-known voice, thou shouldst have run to aid, I trow. Now Sita again, she is very angry. She is very in a very pitiable condition. She says to Lakshman, I think you are a spy. You are working to kill Ram during his exile. You would rejoice at his death, right? I am sure you will. Otherwise, you would have run when you heard him call us for help. Learn this, whatever comes may come, but I shall not survive my love. Of all my thoughts, here is the sum. Witness it, gods in heaven above. If fire can burn or water drown, I follow him. Choose what thou wilt. Truth with its everlasting crown, or falsehood, treachery, and guilt. Sita says to Lakshman, whatever shall be, shall be. But know this, Lakshman, if my husband dies, so will I. O Lord, above fire will burn itself, water will drown, but I will follow my husband, no matter what is the condition. Lakshman, you must choose now between the victorious truth and treachery. Now you have two options. What would you like to choose? Remain here with the vain pretense of shielding me from wrong and shame, or go and die in his defense, and leave behind a noble name. Choose what thou wilt. I urge no more. My pathway lies before me clear. I did not know thy mind before. I know thee now and have no fear. Now Sita again says to Lakshman, When duty calls, we must listen. Either stay here next to me, or pretend to save me, or run and help Ram, and earn a noble name. Choose, Lakshman, choose. I can't plead any more. Now she says, I know your truth motive, and I have no fear from following my lord, my Shri Ram. She said, and proudly from him turned. Was this the gentle Sita? No flames from her eyes shot forth and burnt. The tears therein had ceased to flow. Now, narrator, he tells about Sita, that Sita turns away after accusing Lakshman. Is she the same gentle and kind Sita we knew? The tears in her eyes have vanished now. Even narrator is surprised to see Sita, that she is completely changed now. Hear me, O Queen, ere I depart. No longer can I bear thy words. They lacerate my inmost heart and torture me like poisoned swords. Now Lakshman says to Sita that, O Queen, I can take your accusation no longer. Your words are like poisoned swords. They have tortured my heart. I am going. Have I deserved this at thine hand of lifelong loyalty and truth? Is this the meed? I understand thy feelings, Sita, and in sooth I blame thee not, but thou mightst be less rash in judgment. Look, I go, little I care what comes to me, wert thou but safe, God keep thee so. Lakshman says to Sita, is this the reward I get for my lifelong dedication to you? He is very much disappointed. He says, I understand that you are in distress and pain, but I request you to be more rational. Look, I am going. Oh God, please keep her safe. In going hence I disregard the plainest orders of my chief, a deed for me, a soldier, hard and deeply painful, but thy grief and language, wild and wrong, allow no other course. Mine be the crime, and mine alone, but oh, do thou think better of me from this time. Lakshman says to Sita, as I leave you and go, I disrespect my brother's orders. This is deeply painful for me as a true soldier, but your wild and wrong words have left me with no other option. This is and will be my fault. I hope now you think right of me again. Here with an arrow, lo, I trace a magic circle ere I leave. No evil thing within this space may come to harm thee or to grieve. Step not for aught across the line. Whatever thou mayst see or hear, so shalt thou balk the bad design of every enemy I fear. Now Lakshman, he says to Sita that before I leave, I am making a magic circle around our hut. So that is very famous circle which he draws. That is Lakshman Rekha we call in Hindi. That he draw a line for Sita. With his arrow, he draws a circle. Then he requests Sita that I request you not to step out of it. Whatever you see or hear would be an illusion. Do not fall for any trap for any human or thing. I fear every enemy. So there is no need to go outside. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, so there is no need to go out to cross this circle. This is a magic circle. It will save you. It will protect you from any harm. And now farewell. What thou hast said, though it has broken quite my heart, so that I wish I were dead, I would before, O Queen, we part, freely forgive. For well I know that grief and fear have made thee wild. We part as friends, is it not so? And speaking thus, he sadly smiled. Now Lakshman says to Sita, I fare you well. I wish I were dead before listening to your words, that you blamed me, that I want to make you my wife. The grief and fear of losing your husband has turned you wild. I hope you still consider me your benefactor. Lakshman smiles sadly and he left that place. And oh, ye sylvan gods that dwell among these dim and sombre shades, whose voices in the breezes swell and blends with noises of cascades, watch over Sita, whom alone I leave, and keep her safe from harm, till we return unto our own, I and my brother, arm in arm. Now Lakshman, he is requesting to God and all things which were available there. Oh, the gods of the woods, protect Sita until me and my brother return safely. For though ill omens round us rise and frighten her dear heart, I feel that he is safe. Beneath the skies his equal is not, and his heel shall tread all adversaries down, whoever they may chance to be. Farewell, O Sita, blessings, crown, and peace for ever rest with thee. Lakshman, he says, although she feels afraid, I know that my brother is safe. He is the strongest under the sky. He can defeat every opponent. There is no one who can face him, who can stand in front of him. Bye, Sita. May you be blessed and peaceful, he said, and straight his weapons took. His bow and arrows pointed keen. Kind, nay, indulgent was his look. No trace of anger there was seen, only a sorrow dark that seemed to deepen his resolve to dare all dangers. Hoarse the vulture screamed, as out he strode with dauntless air. In this stanza, narrator tells that Lakshman picked up his weapons. He did not look angry, rather he was generous but sad. All of a sudden, a vulture screamed from above the skies as Lakshman departed away from the hut. This vulture screaming means a danger was approaching. What does that danger? That Lakshman will go and Ravan will come in the form of a sadhu, and he will ask for some kind of bhiksha, and this way he will abduct, and he is going to abduct Sita and take her away to Lanka. Here we are done with the analysis of the poem Lakshman. There are few points which we should remember. The rhyme scheme of the poem is there are 22 stanzas of 8 lines each. With each stanza, it consists of alternating rhyme scheme. Toru Dutt has beautifully merged English verse forms with her own innovations from Indian mythology. The theme, there are many themes in this poem: duty, courage, betrayal, relationship between humanity, divinity, and nature. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.